We tried different combinations: standing, sitting, tall chairs, short chairs, etc. So Dr. Mahmoud, thank you for passing by. Like one question from my side, and then maybe it's in the air, and it's not related to our main topic, but who are these developers who got fined last week?
You know how many times I got asked this question? How many? Well, it's not about the names. Let me tell you, it's about the practice. So if Sheikh allows me to put on DLD hat a little bit, I'll be brief. Sheikh, by the way, is the director of marketing in Dubai Land Department, so she's keeping an eye on me, okay? So,
we can ask about QR codes, right?
So she's keeping an eye on me. I'll behave. I'll be straight to the point. Now, well, let me tell you one thing about. Since day one, we really focus so much on the code of ethics, and we always want our professionals, companies, people working in Dubai real estate industry, we want them to be the best, the most ethical, the most transparent, the most professional. When we have developers who are selling off-plan projects without an escrow account, this is a very high risk for investors, which we will never accept from anyone, regardless where they're coming from. Because the idea of a trust account is we want investors' money to be in a trusted place seen by the government. You know, nowadays, we require from each developer in Dubai to own the land 100%, to put construction guarantee of 30%, to protect investors so we can get more investors. Worst case scenario, what will happen if this developer does not continue? We have the money, we have the land, so we can continue with someone else. So when someone comes, bypass all these laws, especially law number 8 of 2007, which is very clear. If you don't have an escrow account, this is 1 million dirhams fine. So the names don't mean anything, but what I have as a suggestion to you, or as expectation from you as real estate agents, please don't deal. One of the developers, no. Don't deal with developers who are selling without an escrow account, because this is your reputation. People will not come back to you. If something happens to them, this investment is not secure, they will say, this broker is the one who convinced me. So, by the way, we have hundreds of also brokerage companies who get fined, and you may see it in the news. So it's not only about developers. We are strict when it comes to non-compliance with laws and regulations.
Yeah. Thank you for your answer. And yeah, thank you for introduction of the escrow accounts. And what I found out that sometimes it's almost impossible to consider some other markets when you want even to do personal investment somewhere else. And you find out that other countries have nothing close to the escrow accounts, and yeah, everything is built on the trust the developer will not run away. Dr. Mahmoud, can you tell us, from where, is there any country that gives an inspiration to Dubai that we are not aware of, or Dubai is way ahead of others in terms of the regulations?
You know how many brokers we have here in Dubai?
Registered or not registered?
Vitali, where's Vitali? See, we have 19,000. 19,000 real estate brokerage companies working in Dubai, selling the city. We had last year, what was the transaction volume? Yalla, any answer? 600 billion dirhams, right? You know how many new investors invested in Dubai last year for the first time in their life? If you answer it, you will get a gift. Can you guess?
73. What?
73,000? 76,000.
He was close.
No, he said 73.
But not close.
76,000. So, well, let's put all these numbers aside, because we believe in numbers, and numbers talks, and we only understand the language of numbers. Success can be measured, and this is how we measure it. We measure it by the people who moved to Dubai, who made Dubai their home. And we have hundreds and thousands of people who moved their businesses, who moved their families to Dubai. What makes Dubai unique? One, we are a city that has a strategy. We don't work randomly. We have a strategy. You know what's the strategy for Dubai real estate market? We have a 2040. So we know what we want to do even beyond 2040, because we have a federal 2071. So we always plan ahead. I just was looking at the quote. It says, idiot with a plan is better than a genius without a plan. Just for you to see, like, we have a plan, and we know what we're doing. So we have a plan, we have a strategy, we have one of the best laws and regulations to protect all the stakeholders. We protect investors, developers, brokers, all you name it. Third, we have a variety of investors. In Dubai, we have more than 200 nationalities of investors. What does this tell you? We are an international market. Your customer is not local customer. He's coming from West, from East, he's coming from Asia, from Europe, from the US, and that's why we need to take our service level up, increase your level. And this is a call for all brokers. Please, I've been watching a lot of you on social media. You're doing a great job promoting Dubai. But I have one request. Let's make it more factual. It's not, oh, come, we have the best, the most beautiful. If you don't buy in 1 minute, someone else will buy it. No, we want to tell them, look, these are the prices. Dubai is still affordable city. If you compare CBD of Dubai prices, it's 1/10 of a lot of international cities. We still have potential. We're secure, we're safe. You can go out day, night. You can, the safety and security, by the way, this is something that a lot of investors quantify. It means a lot for them. It's even more important for them than the 7% return, because they know that their kids, their families are safe. So safety, security, quality of life. We're building a sustainable city. We want to double our green area. We want to increase our economic centers from 3 to 5. All the way to Abu Dhabi now. There's a lot of focus on Dubai South. There's a focus on Silicon as 2 new economic centers. We want to double our commercial. We want to double our hotels. So this city has plans. And this city also, and I'm glad that I work with a visionary boss, Director General of Land Department. He was asking me, Mahmoud, we need to partner with the industry. So we don't look at you as agents or developers as our customers and you have to come and you get our approvals. We look at you as partners. We are partners in building this city and this economy. So, do you still need more? Or you're convinced?
Please, you can. There are several things that I want to discuss before we jump to the Q&A, but you mentioned a very important thing, and maybe it's not been discussed a lot in terms of the relationship between the government, let's put again the head of DLD, and the broker. So in this kind of relationship, the broker and the government, we as brokers, we understand what the government expects from us, to be ethical, to provide a good service, and to follow the rules, and to make sure that everything is done by the book. But what kind of support the broker can ask from the government, and in which specific cases? And a lot of them are related to the commission, for example. Is there something that agent can count in this case?
Yeah, good question. So first, please, any agreements you have, make sure it's written agreement. Okay, because I see a lot of brokers, they come to our offices and what they say is, we got a call from someone, we told them over the phone, forget this, put it aside, make sure everything is in writing. We brought Form A, Form B, Form F to protect you. Okay, so make sure that these forms are signed. Make sure also that your data of your client is safe and secure. And make sure you always do due diligence, feasibility. Give your customer the best advice. If you do this, believe me, we're the government of Dubai. I don't want to say me because today I speak more freely and I want to have a different hat. But the government really supports the brokers. So if you do your homework correctly, you will get your commission regardless. We had several cases where people came and said, some developers came and said, well, we want to take away the commission from this broker. And I remember myself, I was with the direction of my boss, go write to them that this guy did his job. The transaction is complete. He deserves his commission. This is by law 85/2006. So what we want from you is know your rights. Go read all the laws and regulation and know your customer rights. Protect them. Protect yourself. And that's what we expect. But we also have the institutions. DLD has a committee that listens to complaints. DLD has RDC, Rental Dispute Center, when it comes to rental issues, or homeowners association. But even in worst case scenario, if you have a case with someone, DLD will give you a letter that you can take to the court saying that this guy did his job. The court will talk to DLD. In this transaction, what do you think? Who's right? Who's wrong? If you do what we tell you to do, we will support you. So what I'm saying is that you are our partners. You're promoting the city. The success we had, the 600 billion dirhams, is your major part of it. You promoted Dubai everywhere, and we should be thankful to you. And we should, it's not we're doing you a favor. But what we want from you is we want extra caution when you deal with investors. Do your homework. Don't receive money in your account. A lot of brokers receive money in their accounts. And actually, there is a draft, something that I saw that some people are working on it in the government, to have an escrow account to brokers. So if that comes reality, your money will be protected. Your commission will be protected. The investor will be protected. So what I want to assure you that the government here does its best to make sure that this market is safe, but also rewarding. We want you to make money. We want the investors to make money. And we want everyone to be safe and secure.
Thank you. So correctly, if I'm wrong, you mentioned that there are like discussions about escrows for the commission for the agencies.
No, there is a practice in the US that brokers, they have an escrow account. So the investor money will not go to a personal account. It will be to an escrow. And this will only be released if the transaction is finished and secure.
Oh, got it.
You get your 2%, 4%, whatever commission. The seller gets his money. The DLD gets its 4%, and it's all in that account. So if anything happens, where is the security check? Give it, don't give it, all these stories, we will not hear about them, right? Currently, and this is an advice from me, when you deal with security deposit, make sure you don't hand it over to any parties. You only hand it when you get a court order. Otherwise, according to law number bylaw 85/2006, any loss that is caused to your client because of you will pay for it. And that's the law. So make sure you seek legal advice as well.
Yeah, extremely important, and I've been a witness of these situations and the client knew that nobody can do anything with his check if there is no court order. So yeah, don't pass it to any of the parties if you already signed the contract. Thank you for these comments about relationship with the agents. And Dr. Mahmoud, can you please comment one of the main objection that agents are hearing right now on the market that is related to oversupply of the units in Dubai, that there are a lot of new projects that are coming in, and who will be using them?
Are you worried really about oversupply? Actually, this is where you make money, right? More supply, more projects, you get more. But no, let me tell you one thing. A lot of people always talk about supply blindly, but look, there is also demand. Okay, so that's number one. Second, our strategy 2040, we want to double our population by 2040. We want to reach 5.8 by 2040. So do your calculations and you will see how many units we need. Dubai, by the way, attracts millions of investors on a monthly basis. A lot of stock from Dubai real estate market goes to holiday homes. So for me, with such huge demand for Dubai, and by the way, this demand is coming from East and West, it's coming from every single nationality, and more of people are coming. So I always look at supply, but the way that supply is absorbed in Dubai, how fast? You can tell me, how fast a project can be absorbed in Dubai? Few hours, queues. So there is demand, and the demand is coming from long-term investor. What I see, a lot of end users, a lot of people who want to live here for long. They're not speculators. So I'm not worried about oversupply. And again, real estate is a cycle. It's a business that has ups and downs. We need to understand that. There is nothing that is going up continuously. So there will always be ups and downs. But our strategy should be how we make money all the way in ups and downs. When to invest, when to exit, when to be not greedy, when to buy for long term. Just an example, personal level, I invested in a land in Jabal Ali, not too far, like 1 year ago. And I know that this is the future of Dubai. And this land just doubled. Yeah. And even in the future, we'll see more and more. So what I want to say is, don't buy real estate as a stocks. Real estate is not short-term investment. You buy today, you sell next year. No, you buy today, keep on it. Every single person, and I can assure you, who invested in Dubai from 2001 when we opened the freehold till today, if he sold at the right time, he did not lose money. Calculate the rental, calculate the appreciation. But what I see, or what I always want to say, is that my strategy in investment, buy when everyone sells and sell when everyone is buying. But a lot of people buy when everyone is buying and sell when everyone is selling, which we call it the animal behavior in economics. So we became more of emotional humans, that we react and overreact to the news. If you keep on your property, rental now is the best, right, for a landlord. Keep on it. Continue getting your income from it. And choose the right time to exit if you want. So that's the best strategy, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Dr. Mahmoud, can you please walk us through some of the main points that can be used as a leverage for the government to increase the population of Dubai, to double it? What do you think will have the biggest impact on the growth of the population here?
Well, Golden Visa was one, right? We've seen the impact of Golden Visa, right? And it's not all about real estate investment, by the way. We linked it to professional industries and people who are coming, talents, sustainability, professional this year. So the city is investing too much in long-term attraction to people. So we want people to come, live, stay, raise their kids, have their families, even retire here, because we have a retirement visa and we have long-term visa. So the Golden Visa is definitely one. The second one is the license. Now license can be owned 100% by expats. So anyone can move his business to Dubai, own it 100%. And we're still one of the lowest countries when it comes to taxation. But on the top of that, safety, security, believe me, a lot of countries are going through tension. And I don't want to sound so much political, but I see Europeans are really, especially the rich Europeans, are looking at moving to Dubai because of the safety, security issues, the tension that is happening between Russia and Ukraine, and all these things. So I think as much as we have, and we hope for peace always, but as much tension as we have globally, which is now at the highest peak, we will have more interest in Dubai because we're neutral and we are tolerant. And that's a good combination. Neutral, we don't take stand, and tolerant, we have all culture, all religions, all people living in peace and harmony. So the quality of life, I don't want you to focus on the physical aspects of taxation, infrastructure, quality of life. Focus on non-physical part of Dubai, the ease of doing business. You can finish transaction in no time. You can set up your business in no time. You can do everything you want in no time. So I think reaching 6 million people by 2040 will be achieved even by 2030 or 2032. And actually, as of today, we have 4 million of people in Dubai on a daily basis. And that's, some of them are tourists, some of them are coming from other Emirates. So Dubai will always be attractive, the first mover advantage. The 7,000 millionaires that moved to Dubai at the time of COVID, and everyone have seen how we dealt with COVID. So this is an example of how this city deals with crisis. So we are, and Sheikh Mohammed always tell us, we look at such things as challenges. We don't believe in crisis. We believe in challenges, and they are there to make us stronger.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Mahmoud, you are the president of FIABCI Emirates. Can you please tell a little bit more about this organization and how agents in Dubai can benefit out of it?
Good. One of the most important skills we need to master is the networking skills. This is the most important thing. And you can tell me also, I know from your experience, a lot of people who joined the industry 1 or 2 years ago are doing much better than a lot of people who are well established because they have the right network. So building your network, expanding your network is #1 success factor as a real estate agent. So in FIABCI, which is International Real Estate Federation, which I lead the UAE chapter in it, we are a 1.4 million professional or real estate professional organization that exists in 68 countries. So imagine you're looking for an investor in Spain. How to get an investor in Spain? You connect with the FIABCI Spain. How to get an investor from the US? You go to FIABCI US. So build 2 things, your network and also your social media presence, your digital identity, and be real, be authentic. Don't be too much of artificial in your social media. Be the human that everyone will see the good thing, the weakness, the strength in the same profile. So I think FIABCI is an opportunity for you to connect with the international investors and buyers at the same time with international brokers. So expand your network. So if I am to give a recommendation, and please accept it from me, invest in your education. No laws, regulation. Invest in knowledge and data. Make sure that everything you do is based on data. Understand data, understand trends. And third, expand your network. Go beyond your comfort zone, beyond your friends, beyond your nationality, beyond your geography. Go beyond that. Fourth, be international, because Dubai is international and our customers are international. Did I forget anything?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one last question from my end. It's a little bit related to the supply and demand, but definitely colleagues are facing it quite often as an objection from the clients that market is overheated and the price will not go up. How would you advise to address like this objection for the client who is considering to buy something in Dubai?
So they don't want to buy?
No, he's saying, oh, like I have the money, but I feel like it will not grow anymore.
That's a good question. What do you tell them?
Oh, Kabir, please.
Come. Yeah, خلاص. No need.
It's a son of tech.
Thank you. What else? Tell me. I want to hear the answer from you. What do you tell them?
The future.
The future.
Yes. The future.
The future.
I start explaining the vision because other countries see like it's different. It's a different culture. Other countries, maybe the oldest the tower is or the building is, the more value it has. But here is different. It's the newest. It's what has more value because it's your vision from 10 years, 15 years and ahead. So if you are to buy today, you're buying it with the price that you're not getting later on. So you're a good investor.
You know, I was looking at houses price in the US from 1912, 1913 till today. And you can see how this is always going up. It goes down, but the long term is always upward. So we have limited land on earth, right? And population is growing. People looking for safety and security are a lot. People looking to move their businesses to Dubai are a lot. So Dubai has the right fundamentals. Maybe what I suggest when you have such customers, you tell them, okay, if you're too worried about the prices will not go too much up, go to areas that's still undervalued. Go to Dubai South, go to Silicon, go to somewhere that still there is potential. I mean, at the time of COVID, Jabal Ali was selling at 60 dirham per square foot, right? How much is now? 230? 250. Oh, I sold at 230. I lost 20. So I think it's all about how convincing you are with numbers. How convincing you are with numbers. So and also you don't need to push customers too much. Yeah, and I remember some brokers, and I don't know if one of them is here. You get the OTP, and the same second you get a call. Yalla, please approve. I want to read. I want to see the contract. So again, what we want from you is be realistic, be number driven, be ethical. Even if you lose one transaction, believe me, if you're here for long term, you're the ambassadors of Dubai. Be long term, and even if you lose a transaction, don't lose your ethics, don't lose your values. Let's regain an industry that is value based, that is ethics based, and with an aim of building for the future. Thank you.
Okay, guys, now let's jump to the Q&A session. If you have a question, please raise your hand up. Uliana will come to you with the mic. Introduce yourself and the company for which you are working. Oh, we have some hands went down. And ask your question. Uliana, please.
Yeah.
Please, the lady over there.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for organizing this. My name is Emirates real estate. Second time we're getting the next chat with thank you so much. As you mentioned, there are two platforms that I'm interested in. We have a lot of international investors, so there is a lot of difficulties in proceeding further for secondary purchase. So they don't have a perspective on the city, they don't have credit funds. If they have any mistakes in terms of their numbers or emails, unless they're present in Dubai, they cannot change it. So other than shuttle the market down, is there any vision that you can kind of use this process, amount, and the developers, in their words, when they sell apartment, stay apartment, that could be changed to something else without the word of the client, if it makes sense.
Can you specify what exactly changed? Because,
for example, I have a client claiming that company purchased a property that was residential / first apartment. Around 6 months before the owner was changed to local apartment without any option for the project, and you can't do anything. You cannot exit yourself, you cannot do anything, so you're kind of left, do whatever you want. So it's a first-time investment. We need to attract, we need to build this trust, we need to build live good. And this is things that are breaking us from the market.
Clear. Two questions are clear to me. My answer to the first question is as follows. We launched in Dubai something called Real Estate Evolution Space that really is part of it. So we are bringing all inefficiencies in the system, putting them in regulatory sandbox, and this regulatory sandbox innovating in policies, regulation, procedures to make sure that we improve. So this, what you're talking about, because we know that 40% of our investors are non-residents. So we are going to work on a solution for that. So based on technology and paperless and without manager check, and there is something we're working on. For the second question, I've seen a lot of these issues before, but once you sign SPA and it's registered in DLD system عقود that you have a residential unit, no one can change it without your approval. So what developers say, they go to you and say, sign on a change. So as an investor, if you're not convinced, don't sign on it. Some developers tried to push investors to change, and they did not change. So what I suggest is that whenever investor faces issues of use change, report it to the authorities and be sure that 100% will be by your side. But don't go sign blindly, because some investors sign that the developer is okay to change. They come and they tell you, look, if it's a hotel apartments, you will pay 5% extra VAT. So take it residential, let me change it for you. You should ask for compensation. Some people took developers legally and they won. But the problem is that a lot of investors don't want to take legally. They want the government to solve it for them. So what I'm saying is that no one will force you on a unit that's not the same use you signed on. Take it from me, no one. So don't sign anything and come and complain at our official website. You know where we complain? What is the system name? Yeah, but what's the system name? This is a test for you. No. RVS, Real Estate Violation System. That's where you complain. And if you have a personal thing that you have an evidence, give it to me. Thank you.
Andrei, you have a question? Over there.
My name is Andrei, I'm a private investor. Dr. Mahmoud, I have maybe the question which is important for all of us. What infrastructural projects like Al Maktoum International Airport or Palm Jebel Ali or the launch of the metro will influence the real estate prices at most? So what will be the major driving factor for the Dubai prices as per your opinion? Thank you.
Did you get it? Can you please repeat the
last part?
Like, what will be the major factors which will drive the Dubai prices up, in your opinion? Like infrastructural projects, metro, Palm Jebel Ali, whatever.
Some landmark projects, yeah? Mm-hmm.
So, Al Maktoum Airport is a huge project, and that's the future of Dubai. And you can imagine having the largest airport in one single area, which is Dubai South. So, with Dubai Expo, with the entertainment hub. So that part of Dubai is the future of Dubai. So all the infrastructure project will definitely enhance the value. The metro is going to be enhanced. The Union and train, Qatar Al-Ittihad, that is connecting all the Emirates with the Gulf countries, is going to add even more. So what I want to say is that every infrastructure project in Dubai will add value to the city, will enhance its competitiveness, and will take its prices to the next level. And I always tell my friends, buy. If you can't buy now, buy tomorrow. If you cannot buy tomorrow, buy after. But make sure that you have a piece of Dubai. Make sure you own part of Dubai. And that's the future. So the infrastructure projects are part of Dubai Plan 2040. So we have infrastructure project everywhere. We have walkability, bikeability, biking tracks, trains. All this infrastructure will make the city more livable, more walkable, more bikeable, and will enhance the quality of life, which eventually will make sure that Dubai is at the next level. Thank you.
Juliana, you had a question?
Sorry. I have a question. So I've recently received a fair few phone calls from different agents. I'm an agent myself, but the ethics are not there. So they're saying buy this studio in JVC, 580,000 dirhams, and you can rent it for 90,000. I said, okay, what's the developer? It's a mid-tier developer. And, you know, he's sending me, oh yeah, you can rent it for 90,000 a year. I'm like, well, the same developers studio apartments are renting for 50, 55, they're furnished. So how is Dubai Land Department going to attack this unethical behavior, I would say? Is there a way? Because I feel like if we're not going to do something now when the market is hot, people are going to stop believing in Dubai. They're going to be like, well, every agent there is a cheater and a liar. So what is there to, I guess, to protect the investors as well and the ethical agents so the market's not ruined for everybody? Because also I know Dubai Land Department, from each sale you guys get 4%. So if people buy properties, it's good for the government, right? So is there something that, you know, we can look forward to?
Thank you. So the 4%, yeah, it goes to the government, but believe me, it's beyond the 4%. The conversation.
4%, it's more like the ethical behavior of people here in the city to, you know, make sure that investors don't get screwed over, because you can't get 90,000 for a studio unless it's.
That's a good thing. So let me remind you, in Bylaw 85 2006, there is a code of ethics that says don't give unrealistic numbers and expectation, and that's against the code of ethics. And if it's reported to the authorities, there will be a violation. But that's the straightforward answer. But I want to give you another answer, which if I come, what's your name? Yasmin. I want to buy a one bedroom from you in JVC. How much is the one bedroom in JVC? 1.2. Maybe Yasmin will tell me it's 1.8. I trust Yasmin, I will go ahead with Yasmin? No. In a technology era, you as a customer are empowered. You can go and check on numbers. And you can make sure that these numbers are not realistic. Yes, there's some portals in Dubai have fake listing, which we are fighting because they're giving you unrealistic. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, on the data. So this specific agent sent me a video recording of the youth transactions in JVC, and he was telling me that, see, there was a contract signed for 2 years for 400,000 dirhams, so you can even get even more than the 90,000. But actually it said it was 10-year contract, so he was not even smart enough to do it. But then, don't we need to raise the bar of entry for real estate brokers in Dubai?
So we're working on a real estate sharing policy, by the way, and data will be shared with the industry. But there is so many websites. One of them is called DXP Interact, and I'm sure you know them. If you go there and write one bedroom in JVC rent, it will give you all the rental. The renewed one and the new one. The renewed one usually is lower, the new one is higher. So soon you will see more data, and we want customers to be empowered to make decisions. I know some teams in the government are working on ChatGPT for real estate people. Investor will go and talk to ChatGPT. Tell me how much are the prices in this area. Tell me what was the last transaction. Tell me what's the rental. Tell me who's the best agent. And soon we will be doing reviews for you. You're a 4.5, he's a 2.5, he's good, he's bad. So in such technology-driven era, we cannot hide. And if you win one time, you will lose in the long run. So you're right, there's some behavior that we don't want to see, but if it's reported to the authorities, and again, I know that for sure, people who report such unrealistic, we brought someone, you know him maybe, he's always in the social media, talks about pay 1,000 dirham, being off plan and so on and so forth. So we brought him and said, don't give unrealistic information to people. And again, we have team who are looking at your social media, by the way. Looking, are you using QR code? QR code is linked to the system. If the listing price is 1 million, it should be listed 1 million. So QR code, there is a company that DLD contracted with. It is an AI company that will look at all listings in Dubai, and every fake listing will be spotted. A notification will be sent to you as a broker. A warning will be sent to you automatically from the system. And if you do it again, a fine of 50,000. Okay? So we believe in self-regulation. We believe that everyone is coming with the accepted level of ethics. But together we need to raise the bar. Together we need to raise. So if you don't tell us about these practices, we will not see. Or maybe we will see later. So let us know whenever, and we want to be the voice of you. Whenever you see any practice that hurt the industry, let us know about it.
Thank you. We have a question over there.
Convinced? Kind of, okay. Sure. It takes time.
Mr. Muhammad, I have a question about the QR code. So we are shooting a lot of content for different Instagram accounts, and we don't know when it's mandatory and when not. Can you tell us when? Always.
Always the QR code is mandatory on listing and social media. And there are fines to companies who are not doing this.
Only for Dubai projects.
Yeah, Dubai projects. Yeah.
So if somebody is saying how good Dubai is, they...
No, how good Dubai is fine. If you are marketing a project or a unit, you need to have a QR code.
But this QR code is always difficult to get all the contracts of the developers. Sometimes they say, we don't have the Escrow account, so we don't give you the contract to make the QR code.
That's a good question. So please, don't market someone who doesn't have an Escrow. We just found the 3 people 3 days ago. So people who don't have an Escrow account with us in RERA, they will not be able to issue a QR code, which is, we did it on purpose. We don't want people to market projects that is not legal. You know what will happen if this developer runs out of the country? Where can we get people's money? He doesn't have an Escrow account. He does AOI, 10% from each one, put it in your pocket. What you will do?
But sometimes even big developers, they don't have the Escrow account, so we need to wait. So without QR code, we cannot make up.
Don't do it. Without QR code, don't do it.
Okay.
Unless you are willing to pay 50,000 dirham and get 4 black points. No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ulena, can I pass the mic to Tahir, please?
Yeah.
Just following up with that, we can just talk about the generalization. Match it up to your place.
Yeah. If you're just promoting city in general, it's fine.
So one question, the QR code, yes, that's really nice. A lot of people have stopped putting up listings which are not genuine. But one more question is that, yes, we as brokers, we should follow ethics. But at the same time, I feel, because I'm a company owner, I feel it's also, the portals which want to sell more listings, and they sometimes, let brokers put up also. So why not find portals as well, or why only brokers?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
So the question was that there are fines for the brokers who are not using the QR codes, but on some platforms there are ads without QR codes. Which
no, as in what? With a lot of portals, okay, even if the properties, even now, yes, to put a listing, you need a QR code. But there's still, right now we are facing issues where people have put up listings where the property is already sold. But the portals sometimes,
Okay. Well, let me tell you something. The portals now, I know that DLD is very strict with them, and a lot of them actually had to remove 15,000 and 20,000 listing in the last few weeks. So we tell them every property that is transacted have to be removed immediately. Every project, every unit that is rented out has to be removed. Every property that has Form F signed on it has to be removed or flagged that Form F has been signed. So again, as I told you, we've been meeting a lot with these portals, and as you know, I don't want to say anything on their business model. Some business model depends on quantity, right? And we hope that we've been always urging portals to move to quality of listing. So again, with this AI company that we're hiring, it will tell us every single fake listing that is undervalued, that doesn't have a QR code, and again, it has to be, one property has to be listed maximum by 3 brokers. Soon, rental also will have Form A, so rental market will be regulated as well. Okay, so overall, we are working on making sure that this market is regulated. But let me just conclude, government alone cannot do it without you. So we trust you, and we trust that you can help us with self-regulation, making the market. There is a music.
Yeah, it's a special request.
I thought someone screaming from the regulations. So we'll make sure that we work with you on making Dubai the best real estate market. Real estate brokerage should not be a job for those who don't have jobs. It should be a professional job. And the way you present it is part of code of ethics. I sometimes see videos in social media and I say, this is not Dubai, this is not the real estate industry, with all respect. So, and by the way, I always send it to my boss. So he sees what the industry is doing in terms of social media.
So, yeah. So one more question, in like how you have the rating system for brokers, in the future, will we see some rating systems for developers also, so that investors can see what the past performances are of the developers?
We have it, but it's managed by Dubai Economic Department, not DLD. And the reason is that we gave them the methodology and they're doing it. But anyways, we believe that every single service provider should be evaluated. And that's something I think DLD will definitely work on. Thank you.
Please.
I want to what's going to when it comes to buying the boat. Since we are looking with international buyers, then most of the buyers don't really want to buy the property initial payment numbers, or wire transfer and cash transaction. For example, I came across one of the investors who wanted to buy BTC.
Crypto transaction.
Crypto, okay.
They basically wanted to buy BTC. So I know for a fact that it's a very difficult matter, because I wanted to understand what the safest way buying your BTC, or let's say USDs, without violating AML, sorry. Because I know for a fact that Dubai has this, setting up AML standards
very, very strictly. And they really come after you if you basically find in a such situation of the transaction. So I really want to understand what is the safest way dealing such clients.
So your question is about the digital currency?
Digital currency, USDT or BTCs.
Okay. So as you know, Dubai is the first city on earth that has a regulatory agency for virtual assets. So as you know, we have something called VARA, Virtual Asset Regulatory Agency. And by the way, DLD works with them closely on real estate matters, on issues regarding crowdfunding and tokenization of real estate industry. And you may see some project that is based on that. When it comes to anti-money laundering, there is a direction from Ministry of Economy that every single transaction that has above 50,000 dirham in cash or digital currency involved has to be reported. But as long as they report it, you can go ahead and do the transaction. And I know transactions that happened using Bitcoins with even big developers in Dubai. So it's fine as long as you disclose it, as long as you report it. And we are always at the forefront of innovation. And Dubai always we're always at the forefront of innovation. And believe me, if there's one country on earth can do it, we'll be that first country.
And just to add to this, there are licensed exchanges where your client will have to pass KYC, And if you do it through them, there should not be any issues on this. And yeah, there are a lot of transactions that are happening right now with crypto. Guys, let's have two more questions, please.
They should be in real estate, right? They can make more money than music.
Hi, I'm Dhruv. We've talked a lot about social media in general, but in today's social media channels, I see many people come in every day. Hundreds of agents join every day in different companies. And most of them don't know how to use QR codes or don't use QR codes even though having the knowledge of them. So in the future, will there be more regulations on this in different types of social media content?
Sheikha, you want to answer? See, we don't want to be over-regulated, believe me. All we will tell you is that make sure whatever you present to people is a project that is licensed and regulated by us. That's it. So we don't tell you what you should write. However, there is a code of ethics that says you should be doing ethical stuff, non-ethical stuff. So I see some people, some brokers, let me give you an example. There was a lady once saying she was between JPR and I think, which project? Dubai Harbour, I think. And she was saying, don't buy in that area, it's crowded, don't buy, this is not a good place. You shouldn't say that. There was another one who's saying that if you have a client who wants to buy real estate, bring them to us, we will give them 25%. This is a freelancer, we don't accept, this is illegal. So all these things we will have an eye on. But how you present, we don't want to be too much of micromanage. We want to set high standards for what we call it Dubai real estate reputation. We want to make sure we preserve, we protect, we enhance Dubai real estate market reputation without too much of over-regulation. So QR code is an easy thing. You go to Tarakhisi, permit number, QR code, this is the easiest thing. Admin in your company can give you. So social media is needed, but also ethics in social media, ethics and data privacy are all important topics that we need to focus on. And please, no cold calling, especially the one that comes on Friday at 7 p.m.
Okay, guys, let's go for the last question, please.
Thank you so much. Dr. Mahmoud, I have actually the question which is corresponding to the Dennis question regarding the market itself. So as we already know, based on all the available data, as of now, the market is higher, even reached the peak as of 2014. So since we have the cycle, what do you expect? What's your vision? Will the prices go down somehow? Will there be any fluctuations, for example, 10%, 20%? What is your expectation on that? Yeah, because I mean, I'm in the market since 2022 and I see what's the huge difference.
Okay, good question. I joined Dubai Land Department in 2008.
Yeah, of course, you're more experienced.
So I've seen the real estate for ups and downs and all of that thing. But I was asked initially not to do any forecast, not to do any prediction, because Dubai will always surprise people. When COVID happened, everyone thought that, khalas, no more real estate. And it turned to be a new start for a new boom. So as a government, and I will not put the government hat a little bit, we always have a strategy to deal with ups and downs. We know when it's down how we activate the market and give incentives. When it's up, we know how to cool down and make the city affordable. So the short answer is that we are ready for ups and downs. So the banking sector in the UAE is very highly stable compared to 2008. The developers in Dubai are funded, they have enough liquidity, and what we're talking about, whenever there is a slowdown, it will be always a soft landing, because we have the right systems, the right regulation, the right financial support. Now, any single project in Dubai, 100% owned, the land is 100% owned by the developer, 30% in the escrow, plus minimum 20% from the investor who paid in 1 or 2 months, which is enough to finish any project in Dubai. So we will not have a half completed building in Dubai. So we're too sure that we are ready for anything. But we are also so sure that Dubai is always different case, and Dubai will always impress, and Dubai will always be an attractive city. And we are on our way and our plan, and we are aligned with our strategy. And we still have people coming to Dubai as the same numbers we have before and even more. So the land department transaction you see on a daily basis, it's always billions. The market is still doing great. And let's just focus on the way forward. Thank you.
Just to add on this, I'm not from the government, but something that might help you to explain to the client how the government can control the prices is that, for example, here the mortgage is quite strict. If you take a look at it, the criteria to apply to get approval for the mortgage is quite difficult. And in some countries, the government and banks already give like 0% down payment, while here it's 25%. And if the government needs to stimulate the prices to go up, they can reduce the down payment from 25 to 20, to 15, to 10, to 5, to 0. So like you can easily imagine if the down payment over the sudden is 10%, not 25%, now the family needs to bring 60% less money on the transaction in order to buy the property. And like this, the prices will go up dramatically. Rental return might go down because of this, because a lot of tenants will become owners of the property. And you can tell, like I use this to explain it to the clients from Europe, because in Europe sometimes banks give as well money to pay commission of the agent. So the clients there don't take any money out of their pocket. And if something goes wrong over there, they don't have any tools anymore. While for us, we are still having something. Dr. Mahmoud, one last request. There are some agents who are watching us from abroad, and thanks to them, like we as well have referrals. They are bringing to us the clients, to the developer clients. They are from all over the world, from Europe, from Russia, from Asia. Can you say a few words to the international agents who are working on selling Dubai? Maybe some.
You know what I will tell them?
Sorry?
You know what I will tell them?
No.
Habibi, come to Dubai. No, I will say that we're so lucky to be linked with you, and thanks for all the promotions you're doing. I know a lot of colleagues from FIABCI who are selling Dubai. They're so passionate about Dubai. We would love to see them more involved, and we will protect them also to get their commission as well. So I just want to say that keep promoting Dubai with facts, with numbers, with evidence. And if you want to come to Dubai and have your business established here in Dubai, you are welcome, but you still can sell Dubai while you are in your countries. So thanks again for the trust in Dubai. Thank you also for the trust in Dubai. Thank you for trusting the system. Thank you for being partners in the success we have today. And together, inshallah, we will take Dubai real estate market to the next level, because this is the future of you, your kids, and it's our future. And we are aligned, and we have common interest in pushing Dubai real estate market to be the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
I know Yasmin had the questions, huh?